Okay, folks, welcome to week 4 of the Sampler Spree Slow Along. This is block number 10 called Squash Blossom, and you can find that on page 21 of the Susan Aki Sampler Spree book. And this block utilizes flying geese and half square triangles. And if you're not as familiar with making those two types of blocks, or you just need a little bit of a refresher, you can head on over to the Friendship Star video for the half square triangles and to the Susan's Chain video for the flying geese. And I will include those links in the description below so that you can easily go and check that out. So because we're now 11 blocks at this point, or 12 blocks into the slow along at this point with this particular block, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're comfortable with the half square triangles and the and the flying geese. And so we're going to go ahead, we're going to start from the point where we've created those two pieces, the half square triangles and the flying geese. And so you're able to then at that point just lay all of your pieces out in block position. This is a really straightforward block to construct. We are going to then go ahead and just construct 5 rows. And so we'll make our 5 rows and then we will piece our rows together. And I like to chain piece as much as humanly possible because I just find it to be a little bit more efficient. You may notice I sound a little bit like I have a head cold, and that's because I do. So I apologize if you hear any stuffiness or sniffling. I can't help it. All right, folks, so let's start chain piecing. I'm going to piece these 2 columns together and these 2 columns together. Okay, so we are back from the pressing station and we have sewn together these columns, and now we're just going to sew this final column to this center column, and then we'll be able to sew this first column on. Okay, so we're back from the pressing station yet again, and now it's time to sew together this first column onto the rest of its row, and then it'll be time to sew our rows together. Okay, folks, so now we're back and it is time to just piece together our rows. And if you haven't been using pins yet, this is the stage when I would start to use that, because lining up these seams is really gonna be what gets you a nice clean squash blossom at the end. Okay, now it is time to piece our final sections together. And there you have it, folks, the squash blossom block featured in Sampler's Pretty Book by Susan Aki. I cannot wait to see what yours look like. Go ahead and use that hashtag Sampler's Pretty Slow Along so I can see what beautiful progress you're making. I'll see you in the next video.